I keep on calling it Levski because I'm an idiot. The frame rate here is much poorer, which means FOIP doesn't work as well. But we're not here to talk about that. I have a bag on my head, so I've got to be brief. We're going to have a quick sort of like pass through and look around Hurston, the moons, and the sort of scale of the universe. It's a shame that frame rate really does seem to dictate how FOIP works, but it's something they need to focus on for Lorville, because Lorville, well, Hurston, the areas around Hurston and the rest of the game, it works really well. The frame rate is really high. Lorville itself, I'm getting, in the more dense places, sub 30 frames. So like 25 to 28 sort of thing. Which isn't appropriate now with object containers. Hello. You right there, bro? But yeah, we'll have a quick little look-see around, a cursory glance at the scale of Hurston and its moons. And the extended gameplay area. How far is it between Crusader and Hurston? Because it does take a good while to get there. We'll talk about this in this video. We are going to travel to Hurston, and we're going to have a look at the moons, and we're going to have a look at the planet rather than the landing zone, although we will look at the city as we pass by. I'm moving in a weird way. Was there a reclaimer there? No. Press Z. What have I done? Good. But yeah, we're gonna have a pretty adventure. Pretty adventure. Pretty good adventure. So we can see here on the map that Hurston is now available to travel to. I suppose it was before. There was nothing really there. This is the wider PTU, the first implementation of the wider PTU. Ooh. The reason we are taking a hammerhead is because if we take something like a Gladius, it'll take about 12 minutes to get there. But in a hammerhead, it takes about 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Quantum travel initiated.
And the hammerhead is pretty. We are going into the sun, though, which some may not like. Sun may not like. No, like, that's not even a pun. So if we go onto our star map again, and we zoom out, we will see this line where we are diminishing because we are traveling this way to Hurston. And you can see it's going to take a while. As you can see, we are almost there. We are just turning up now. And the planet is big, yo. Big old planet. Lots of other people turning up. But yeah, that would have been a lot longer if we had been in a fighter. For example, it could have been over twice as long in some situations. Now, what shall we do? Because we're not going to get trapped on the surface. It's gonna take a long time to get out. Let's go visit each of these moons very briefly. So set route, go to Eta, and then Magda, then Aberdeen, or maybe we'll do them more chronologically. Bam. Not very far away. We should get there pretty quick on the hammerhead. We'll just have a look at each of the surfaces of each of these bad boys. So each of the moons has their own sort of like biome, and this is more sort of mountainous, rocky kind of biome. Looks pretty cool. They are able to now mix a load of materials and colours together in a palette, much more than the previous moons. So even if they do only have one biome, or like two biomes mixed together or whatever, it can look a lot more, sort of like, a lot more variety going on within those biomes. Now, we'll just go have a quick look at each of the moons, as I said, very quickly, because they are pretty barren at the moment. Later on, we will have a proper look-see. Do some missions and stuff on them. I love the fact you can see those cool things in the background, in the distance, which is one of the reasons that having the 1/10 scale universe really works with 1/6 scale planets and 1-to-1 sun. Bam. So we're at Eta. We want to go to Aberdeen really now. The quantum travel, the short distance quantum travels to like moons around a planet, and then on planets' surfaces. So like from location to location on a moon or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Oh. Is that because the LOD's odd that the moon looks like this? Or does the moon just look like this? So this moon has quite a thick atmosphere, as we can see. Breaking down into it will take absolutely ages though. We'll bring a faster ship back here next time. You can see, thick atmosphere. Doesn't look great from the outside compared to some of the others. You can see all the moons are pretty basic. A single biome. So quantum traveling to the 4th moon. I know nothing super exciting, but it's just to show off how big those gameplay areas are. They are significantly larger now with the addition of those moons. And it's just sort of like a testament to their very basic procedural tech. If they're doing something that's, you know, uninhabited, or just got a few hero points on it, interesting locations for missions and things to spawn, then they can have a huge amount of these planets just everywhere, and moons, pretty easily. Let's go so we can actually see it in the light. Bam!
Quantum travel initiated.
I'm going to spin my ship when it quantums. Likes to do that, it seems. Interesting juxtaposed landscape here. But again, still pretty simple. Pretty basic. Not much going on here. There's not a huge amount of biomes or anything. Pretty barren. But let's go to Hurston and see something that is a little less barren and a little bit more diverse. So, what did we learn? We learnt that the Hammerhead does not like atmosphere and will take several weeks to get out of there currently. So, we're going to take a Valkyrie back. Shouldn't take us too long to get there. Probably about 8-ish minutes. But obviously where we are, I'll speed that up. If I can remember where the flight ready button is. Is that flight ready? Yeah, it is. Sure. Valkyrie being absolutely awesome. I do love this ship. It's a shame it's slightly too big to fit in the things I want it to fit in. I want it to fit in the Javelin. It doesn't fit in the Javelin. It's too big. So I might melt it down for a Hercules is what I've decided. But let me F1. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to Hurston. Set that route. Oh. Oh. My landing gear's deployed. That's why I'm having problems. Boom. Right, we have arrived at Hurston in our Valkyrie, which is much more suited to flying in atmosphere than a Hammerhead, although the Hammerhead will actually technically travel from Crusader to Hurston faster. What we are going to do as we are going to line up to Lorville, which is over there. Whoa. Ooh. You're gonna let me press B? Or am I gonna have to get? I'm gonna have to get out of my seat first, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, maybe we just power off and then power on. Yeah, we can just. Oh, Trixie Lorville's over here. No, what? I'm lost. I've lost myself. I'm lost. Where's Lorville gone? Are you Lorville? Yeah, I found you. I didn't panic. Quantum to Lorville. We'll fly around the city a little tiny bit, and then we'll have a quick look at some of the other sort of like biomes around Lorville very briefly. But the planet is pretty big, so it takes a long time to do anything. And for a lot of people, for Star Citizen, that's one of the points. It's big. There's a huge scope to the game. The scale is just mind-boggling. Now there is a kill zone sort of like around Hurston, if you're not aiming for that central part. So you see where the tower is now at my like 12 o'clock or my 1 o'clock from me. 6 o'clock of that tower. I'm giving loads of relatives and absolutes, just mixing them together randomly. In sort of like the center of the city, that's where the starport is. That's where the kill zone isn't. We will power down into the atmosphere. The scale of it's just so big. That's what something she said. Let's zoom out like that. Hopefully we will not hit the ground too hard. I'm hoping we don't hit the ground at all, to be honest. So what biomes are we going to try and look at? Probably not going to be able to look at all of them. But we've got the city biome of Lorville. And then we've got sort of like the polluted coastland biome. We've got an acidic biome. We've got the savannah, which makes up a good percentage of the planet. We've got the more polluted, sort of like trash biomes. And what else have we got? Yeah, the junk trash biome. Coming in a bit closer now. So they are working on having those levels of detail sort of like merged together. You can see popping still a bit, but they want to blend those together so that you actually get closer. You don't notice as much, if at all, eventually. I suppose they don't want you to know at all. But there's sort of like any level of detail happening that's changing. It's just all seamlessly blended together. Because there's no point in having no loading screens if you effectively see stuff load in. You know what I mean? You see lots of little sub-districts, which I do believe are connected via the trains to Lorville there. And that large building there, the Hurston Dynamics HQ, some of it, at least the area around it, will be opened up when the business district is added in 3.4, but there are a few main areas that we can access in 3.3.5, which is the starport in the centre. You can see like the flashing lights just up there, which sort of like mark the zone you can go into, the safe zone, and where the hangars are. But there's the workers district, or the sort of like residential district where the habs are. And then there's also shops and bars and things like that there. Also, at the moment, there's a hospital there, but you can't really get into the hospital. It's like blocked off. That's where we will respawn when we die. Obviously, the habs, they can expand out of the habs to have as many residential areas as they want. When you look at the scale of Hurston and you go, oh, that's supposed to be as big as Lorville is supposed to be as big as Austin, Texas, or the city of Austin, or whatever. And see, oh, we're okay. Fucking okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, I'm alive. We're good. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Did something hit me? Or someone? What the fuck? What is that? What is that? What was that? What hit me? Does anyone know what that was? Answers on a postcard. Is that part of my ship? Is that a bike? What? We got the city there. We don't want to get close to it because apparently it crashes us when it shows us where the kill zone is. Oh, yeah, we got a bit of Hurston there. A bit of Lorville, in fact. I keep on calling it Hurston. We'll do a bit of a flyby. Get a bit closer to the ground. You can see some more of the ground detail. You can see that quarry and mining biomes was the other thing that I missed out when I was chatting because I was looking at the prettiness and praying that I wasn't going to crash or explode. But we recovered! We recovered from a crash and we were still here. You can see there are sort of like little areas around there that you can get to. But the main core of Hurston is that spaceport with New Deal and the shops and the spawn pads, the gates, 6 gates, each of which leads out onto pretty much a different biome or area. But they're just entrances and exits of Lorville on the ground. And then you've got the tram system, which will links all those together, and also the residential area, the workers area with like salvage and reclamation. That's where you see Clover Star Neely get those quests. Much easier to maneuver with this ship because it's built for atmospherics. Maybe I will keep this for a bit longer. Maybe it is supposed to be sort of like more of a planet-side ship. Although it's a solid dropship in general in space as well. But let's have a look-see. A look-see around. The train basically just goes back and forth down its same track. And typically there's two trains going to each area, so that you don't have to wait too long. So let's get a bit closer to the ground and the water here. See the popping in of assets, and sometimes it's a bit odd detail-wise, but that is something they are working on. They want Star Citizen to be mega pretties. This is like polluted coast at the edge here. There's vast bodies of water on the planet. Lakes and seas. Let's continue flying. Should reach another biome in a minute. Oh. Bit of turbulence. Mainly because I'm bad at flying. We'll just go this way. Actually, though, if we fly around Hurston in general, we will come to sort of like all of the biomes. Maybe we should do that. You can see how the biomes merge into each other pretty well now. And they can now use a lot of different materials, even on the moons that they currently have. So previously the moons could only use 3 materials merged together, and now they think they use 16, which is amazing. Like, it gives much better results. This is the more sort of like acidic area. And we've got the more trashy areas. Assets like that. Scrap like biomes do get quite reasonably dense. Come on, come on, give me some height. I might have to put down my VTOLs. It's resisting me. No, we're just boost. We're just boost. We'll be fine. Yeah, once they work on that popping in and blending of details on the ground, that'll make me much more happy. Like, Star Citizen is very pretty, and the planets are pretty good. But let's get to a prettier biome. Something more foresty. Got quite impressive depth and height for the terrain as well. So like going towards any terrain that's a slightly different colour at the moment. So you can see the sort of like contrast. Got a more savanna-esque biome down here. You'll see a load of trees as we get closer. You see the vegetation's actually pretty dense. And they've tried to generate it so it's more realistic. So it's not just a giant area of trees, it's sort of like they spiral off into these patterns. And some of the areas of like savanna, they are very lush. Oh, what is this? Why does it look like it's heavily... Are we in a storm? What is this? What? Why is this? Like, what? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh. Oh. Well, apparently we're going to have a look at the, the flora here. Because why not? Well, apparently I'm bad at landing. Oh. I just sort of let gravity sort me out there. And eventually it did. I'm not going to get out of the ship because it would take too long to get in and out. But you can see how dense the trees are. You can't really tell that the trees are similar. They've done that reasonably well, and that will keep on getting better. You can see the palette they've used. I'm not sure why it's so dusty here. I thought it was raining. Oh. Let's boost. Bam. Thrusters up. See, I'm very much looking forward to dynamic weather on planets when we have that. But yeah, I just wanted to show off sort of like some of the scale of the planet. If you don't have Star Citizen yet, be sure to create an account with the links below to receive 5,000 UEC, the in-game currency, as a bonus, and to participate in any free flight. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For November, I am giving away a Saber Raven, Star Citizen game package, and a CitizenCon 2948 digital goodies pack. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details below. If you would like to further support the channel, the links to my Patreon and donations are down in the description below as well. If you are considering getting or upgrading your gaming PC for Star Citizen or any other game for that matter, instead consider the Shadow Cloud gaming service. It's a subscription-based service that leverages your internet connection to turn any appropriate device, whether it be an old PC, smartphone, tablet, and more, into a powerful Windows 10 gaming PC. It's been working well in the latest 3.3.0 PTU patch of Star Citizen. I'm going to try and maintain a best practices guide on my website as well. More information is available in the links below, and if you do decide to try it, use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the verse.